Shalom, back with part 2. Matthew, Wiersema, all right? You err not knowing the scriptures, okay? Now, before I get back to this video clip, again, his itinerary is he's going to hit Romans 9 and 3. He'll skip Romans 9 and 4. He's going to jump to Ephesians, the 2nd chapter. And again, what this guy doesn't understand is that when you're reading Romans, you're reading Ephesians, 1 Corinthians, all right, Timothy, all right, the New Testament. These were letters Apostle Paul had written unto the Israelites in Rome, in Ephesus, in Corinth, okay? All right, do you people understand all that? Now, this guy doesn't understand any of that, okay? He just simply wants inclusion. Okay? You understand that, that they are Israelites. They're not Israelites. And everything is about Israel. It's about the seed. All right? The lineage. All right? So let's play this clip. And I pretty much gave you what it's all about. And then I'm just going to get into the scriptures because I'm not going to play this whole thing. You guys can go back and watch the video for yourselves. All right? And then go back to my videos and see how he totally gets cut. All right.
The belief is promoted that only ethnic Israelites can achieve true and full salvation
and that's correct. You have to be of the seed of Israel. All right. And we'll prove that in Romans the 9th chapter. And again, he's going to skip a lot in Romans the 9th chapter because it doesn't benefit them. All right. So it's about keeping people in darkness, just like the churches have done in this whole Edomite beast system.
Truly reconciled to God. So start off in Romans 9 and read them, the beginning of chapter 9, where Paul says that his kinsmen according to the flesh are Israelites. For I wish that I myself were accursed and cut off from Christ for the sake of my brothers, my kinsmen, according to the flesh, they are Israelites. And it goes on. So right here it establishes that in the flesh is being used to refer to ethnicity. These are ethnic Israelites that Paul is referring to as his brothers.
Correct.
And then hop over to Ephesians chapter 2.
See? All right. All right, people. Let's get into it. Give me a minute. This is Romans 9 and 3, right? What you heard him read, and then he simply jumps to Ephesians, right? The 2nd chapter. Okay? For I could wish that myself were cursed from the Hamashiach, right? For my brethren, my kinsmen, according to the flesh. When you go into the word kinsman, it'll take you back to the word sangria, which would be the blood, okay, which means what? The seed of Israel. You understand? Now, here's what he skipped, right? Who are Israelites to whom pertaineth the adoption. We were adopted back when Yahushua died on the cross for the nation of Israel. All right? And the glory, okay? And the covenants, both the first and second. That's easily to prove. All right, give me a minute. All right, this is Hebrews 8, 8 to 10. You can also read this in Jeremiah 31, 31. And basically you're reading the same thing. So it's in the old as well as the new, okay? And anybody who knows these scriptures understands that the Bible's repetitive. What's in the Old Testament is simply reiterated in the new, okay? For finding fault with them, he said, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, when I will make a new covenant, which would be what? The second covenant, with the house of Israel and with the house of Judah. House of Israel meaning the northern kingdom, the 10 Indian tribes, and the house of Judah representing the southern tribes, Judah, Benjamin, Levi. Do you people understand that? Do you see that there is no mention here of Gentile heathen nations? Not Edomites, not Moabites, not Ishmaelites. Do you people understand And this is what you'll read throughout the scriptures. Okay? In the Old and here in the New. And are we in the New Testament in Hebrews? Are we reading this in the New? So you understand that the Gentiles, when it speaks of, those are Israelites that were in a Gentile state of mind in the New Testament. But these people have no understanding of history. Okay? And they certainly don't get into the scriptures that don't, try to deceive people out there. All right? These people are living a lie. All right, let's continue here. So not according to the covenant that I made with their fathers in the day when I took them by the hand and led them out of the land of Egypt. Mr. Matthew Wiersema, are you part of those people that were taken out of the land of Egypt? Are you part of the 12 tribes? I don't think so. And because they continue not in my covenant, I regarded them not, saith the Lord. Right. But the Lord has not cast away his people. He punished us, right? He sent our enemies onto us. And again, this is all proven in the scriptures. For this is the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel after those days, saith the Lord. I will put my laws into their mind and write them in their heart, and I will be to them a God power, and they shall be to me a people. There you go. I don't see no mention of anyone else. Give me a minute. All right? So we covered that, right? Adoption, right? The giving of the laws, right? And the service of the Most High and the promises, right? The promise was to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And remember that Abraham had what? He had a total of 8 sons. Did he go to his first, Ishmael? Now, Ishmael, of course, was circumcised, but he's not of the promise. And neither are the other 6 that he had besides Isaac. Okay? So the promise went from Abraham to Isaac. And Isaac had 2 sons, Esau and Jacob. Did it go to both sons? Absolutely not. Okay? And the blessings will prove that. You go to Genesis, the 25th chapter, you can start the story there. And when you get to Genesis 27, it'll clearly tell you the blessings that Jacob got and Esau got. Do you understand? Okay? And the blessing went to Jacob, that he has made him Lord. Genesis 27:37. You can read that right there. He has made him Lord over Esau, Edom, and his brethren, the other heathen nations. You understand that? All right? And it's according to what was set up in the heavens. And then everything is played out here on the earth. You understand? All right? It's the Lord that rules in the kingdom of men. All right, give me a minute here. All right? You know what? We'll end this here. We'll come right back with part 3. And we'll pick it up, all right? Showing you who the giving of the law was onto, all right? We'll be right back. Shalom.